Wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in amma ba'd. All praises to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We send our greetings and salutations to our beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear brothers and sisters, welcome to your favorite show, the show that you've been waiting for a week. And it's the show where you have two great Imams in the great city of Liverpool to be able to ask the questions that you want to ask. And it's Sheikh Haroon and Sheikh Waddah Saleh. It's a show that's very different from every other show, where you can interact with the Imam directly, but you can only do so by calling the number which is on the screen, which is 0151 260 3986. If you'd like to send us a message through the Facebook, you can send your questions there or on the WhatsApp number. Before we begin the show, I'd like to ask Sheikh Waddah to do some beautiful recitation from the Holy Quran. Sheikh Waddah, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولقد آتينا داود منا فضلا يا جبال أوبي معه والطير وألنا له الحديد أن اعمل سابغات وقدر في السرد واعملوا صالحا إني بما تعملون بصير ولسليمان الريح غدوها شهر ورواحها شهر وأسلنا له عين القطر ومن الجن من يعمل بين يديه بإذن ربه ومن يزغ منهم عن أمرنا نذقه من عذاب السعير يعملون له ما يشاء من محاريب وتماثيل وجفان كالجواب وقدور الراسيات اعملوا آل داود شكرا وقليل من عبادي الشكور صدق الله العظيم.
MashaAllah, that was very beautiful recitation. So I've now got Sheikh Haroon with me here. Inshallah, we'll go straight into our program now. If you'd like to call the number 0151 260 3986. We'd like to hear from you. It's no point me talking. It is your platform, brothers and sisters. Viewers, please call into the studio. Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh Haroon.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm still sending out the links.
You're still sending out the links.
But in the meantime, I want to say to all those who are listening, we really missed Mumin last week, didn't we?
The show was dead without him.
He's a little spark in there, isn't he? He's a little spark. Honestly, you make a difference there. Honestly. It was nice, Sheikh, me and Sheikh Waddah, but it wasn't the same, was it?
I think, but you are the two anchor here. I'm only the host, the simple host.
Simple host. The host with the most, yeah.
Great.
But also, what's going on here?
Yes.
Has Sheikh Waddah been demoted?
No, he's been promoted to be the Sheikh and the program director now. He's controlling the program on his laptop as he speaks. So it's a Sheikh with many talents. That's what I like to say.
That's what we like.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. You see, so not only do we have Imams who have the spiritual knowledge, but they also have the technical knowledge to be able to control the program and live stream it for yourselves.
So please, it's my first 5 minutes and you're going on like I can do everything. MashaAllah.
MashaAllah. Okay, that's really good. Okay, that's fantastic. Right, what I want to do is bring Sheikh Haroon when he's ready. We missed your talking last week. Shamsul Islam.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
He's
brother
from
Shamsul.
Rochdale, brother.
He's from Rochdale, right. There we go. I'm here with public demands. So it's good to see that brothers are really... Are we getting calls? Oh, okay. Don't worry. The wife can watch.
Well, she's checking up on you.
She's checking up on me. She actually, you know what? My wife does go and does listen to the program. So whether she's listening to the program or she's checking on where I am, I don't know. I'll have to ask her.
It's more the second, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more the secondary, isn't it, Sheikh? Thank you so much. Okay, are we ready, Sheikh Haroon? You wanted to talk about Shab Barat and
I did actually.
Okay.
So apologies. Just if anybody wants to send in questions, you're welcome to do so. But I just wanted to take this as an opportunity to share something because Mumin sacked me. He sacked me at Jum'ah. He didn't let me do the Jum'ah khutbah this Friday. I got sacked.
You've got the whole of the next week and the blessed month and thereafter to do the whole. We cannot afford to sack you.
No, astaghfirullah.
I will sack myself.
No. I'm getting sacked soon anyway. But yeah, Afwan. So what I wanted to do is, my intention was just to say something about what's termed in Arabic as Laylat Nis Sha'ban, the 15th of Sha'ban, and we commonly refer to as Shabi Barat. So just quickly, what I want to mention here is that although there's some dispute about it, some people are critical about it and say there's no asl, there's no basis for it being a special night. I just want to read some hadith here. I want to read some hadith here because I think the 15th of Sha'ban, the night is tomorrow night or Sunday night, depends upon which way you follow. But I just want to read a couple of hadith. From Sayyidina Ali radiallahu anhu, from the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, قال إذا كان ليلة نصف شعبان فقوموا ليلها وصوموا نهارها فإن الله تعالى ينزل فيها لغروب الشمس إلى سماء الدنيا فيقول ألا مستغفر فأغفر له ألا مسترزق فأرزقه ألا مبتلا فأعافيه ألا كذا حتى يطلع الفجر. So the first thing that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said that when it's the night of the 15th of Sha'ban, he said spend the night in prayer and fast the daytime, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala descends, His mercy descends on that night up until or from Maghrib up to the lowest heaven, and says, is there anybody who's asking forgiveness that I may forgive him? Is there anybody who's asking for provision that I may provide for him? Is there anybody suffering that I may relieve him? Is there any? And then the Prophet said he keeps on asking until Fajr comes in. So although the hadith is weak, and that's where some people come, you see, weak hadith can be used to encourage good deeds, and so therefore we accept it. Likewise, and this hadith is authentic. It comes in the Sunan Ibn Majah from Abu Musa al-Ash'ari عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال إن الله ليطلع ليلة النصف من شعبان فيغفر لجميع خلقه إلا لمشرك أو مشاح. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gazes on the night of the 15th of Sha'ban, and He forgives all of His creation. He forgives all of His creation except for an unbeliever, and here the important one.
Yes.
Mushahin, yani muqati', those who break ties with each other. So if you have broken ties, you're not talking to a family member or so on, if you want Allah to forgive you on the night of 15th of Sha'ban, I mend those relationships, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not forgive the mushrik and the mushahin on that night. And then, so the night of Shabi Barat, or the 15th Sha'ban, is a blessed night. It's a blessed night. But then also to mention the daytime. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in different ahadith, he spoke about fasting the daytime of Sha'ban. It's a blessed day to fast. There are ahadith that speak about that, but more generally, Sha'ban is a month where the Prophet ﷺ fasted the whole of it.
Right.
And also in addition, it's a sunnah to fast the three middle 13th, 14th and 15th of every month. So that coincides with the 15th of Sha'ban. So it's an encouraged day to fast. And some of our teachers, like one of my main teachers, Sheikh Hassan al-Hindi from Damascus, he said, when we were growing up as children, so we used to fast the 15th of Sha'ban like we fast Ramadan. Mm-hmm. Like everybody did it. It wasn't even a question about it. So the 15th of Sha'ban is a night where people should make dua, a lot of dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's a special night. And the day of 15th of Sha'ban is a day where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives. So try and fast on that day. And although there is a qawm min al-mu'mineen, some of the believers now who are saying, no, there's nothing special about this night and we shouldn't consider anything about that night. That's completely false and wrong. There are clear ahadith that do speak about the virtues of that night. So we encourage everybody to make sure that they try and worship on that night, make dua on that night, and try your best to fast on the 15th of Sha'ban. Wallahu a'lam. So that was the mini khutbah. Apologies about that. I would have spoken about that during the khutbah,
yes,
but I got sacked. I got sacked by somebody.
That's unbelievable. Just to say, Hamza, we're gonna get a lot of calls on my phone because of vaccination center. But I think to pass the call to us, would you like to take the call yourself and then screen it through? Shagul bhai? Yeah. Okay, because I'm getting, sorry for the viewers, the phone is connected to my mobile, and the landline, just to tell the viewers that alhamdulillah, the Abdullahquilliam Masjid has become a permanent vaccination center now, and we have vaccinated since last Saturday and last Wednesday, and we've done many hundreds of people, inshallah. If you are one of those brothers primarily from the BME communities over the age of 18, have got some health issues, or vulnerables, or even if you're 50, please call the landline number from the website and book your sessions for every Wednesday. So what I'm going to say is, if the call comes in my phone, Hamza, take the call personally and then screen them through, if you don't mind. Yep, thank you so much. Jazakumullah khair, Sheikh Haroon, for that beautiful message, which we missed in the khutbah. Do you know what, Sheikh Waddah, you'll agree with me, won't you, that we love Sheikh Haroon's khutbah, and you are irreplaceable. No matter what you say, you are irreplaceable.
I love him.
Of course, mashallah. We benefit so much from Sheikh Haroon, and mashallah, I love the way he capitalized though just before then. He missed out on it, but you have to throw it in, mashallah. Alhamdulillah.
It's a special day, man. Special day in the year.
Has to be
I
mentioned.
didn't even mention there's also a riwayah, and to accept, I didn't read that like Ibn Hibban, because people say these are all weak and la asla, there's nothing to it, but there is. Ibn Hibban says some of these ahadith are sahih, but there's one in particular. It's a unique night where Allah SWT distributes the arzaq and the provisions, and people are going to die or they're going to be born, and all things that are going to happen in the coming year, Allah SWT gives it to the angels on that night. And there's even a narration that says, and in Malik al-Maut, Israel alayhi salam, the angel of death, he receives a sahifa, a page with the names of every single person who's going to die in that coming year. Allah. So engage in worship on that night. So if it is decreed that you are going to die in the coming year, that your decree is given to the angel in the best of state, and so tafa'ul, we have a good opinion that Allah will take you in the best of states by that. Allahu a'lam.
Allahu a'lam. Very beautiful message. Thank you so much. See, this is the beauty about having scholars next to you, is you learn a lot, but of course you're also gaining a lot by watching Sheikh Haroon's and Sheikh Waddah's contributions to Islam. Inshallah. You know, it's the smallest act that we tend to forget, don't we? And it's the smallest act that really makes a big difference in our life.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm not very knowledgeable, but I always pick up the important ones from you, Sheikh Haroon, and I.
You know what I must say, Sheikh Waddah, you got to agree with me, yeah. Mumin saying he's not knowledgeable. He's been around people. He's been around it. Like, I've been doing the khutbah about 6 years now.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
If you've not picked up anything by then, come on.
I have picked up a lot of things.
You must have picked up enough by now.
Do you know what? All you need to do is just read these notes. I put on all his answers down just for benefit.
I do
yourself.
have them. Yes, absolutely.
No,
the best one was the 40 hadith of Imam Nawawi when you did it.
Oh, yeah.
Out of the 40, I think I only learned about 2.
The first one, isn't it?
The very first one.
I remember that.
The very first one, which is really the most important, isn't it? Is the intention. Innama bil niyat. You know, your niyat has to be perfect. If you have a good niyat, good intention of whatever you do, that is it. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looks at your heart, not at what you do randomly. So inshallah, it's really good. I'm waiting for a call from anyone that would like to call.
Can I just interrupt there before? There's a brother who's I think he's called once before, Imam Husnain. He's from Nottingham. He attends some durus that I do. Yeah. I was trolling him on Facebook. He's a mate of mine as well, yeah. So I was trolling him on Facebook because he's putting out messages on Facebook to the Jama'ah of his there, and I'm just like winding up on there, and so they're all coming in defense of him. So he's now threatened that he's going to call me today and he's going to troll me today. Oh, right. So if anybody by the name of Husnain calls in, don't answer it.
Don't answer the phone. Okay. Shall we take some questions? There's one from Ali Chowdhury. That's it. Stay there, Sheikh.
Just Chowdhury, or you start?
Chowdhury. Yeah, it says, Sheikh, is it okay to have nikah rukhsat and walima all in one day, or is it sunnah to separate the days? Nikah and walima.
Yeah, the rukhsati and the walima. That's the rukhsati.
People do it nowadays together, don't they?
Yeah, it saves them money. That's why. That's why they do it all together.
That's a very valid question, actually.
The walima is the issue. First of all, walima is a sunnah.
Okay.
The way the Prophet ﷺ is that the walima is done ba'd al-dukhul, and once the woman is moved in, she's living with him, then just to celebrate that. That's what the walima is for. Right. To celebrate the fact she's now living with him and they've consummated the marriage. So if you want to do it according to the sunnah, the nikah and rukhsati can be done together, but the walima should be separated, and it shouldn't happen until after she's moved in with him. But at the same time, it's not like wajib. It's not like an obligation. Also, just to add a point there, from the sunnah of the Prophet, I don't know, different cultures do it differently, but the sunnah is that the walima is from the man.
Yes.
The walima is from the man. The man provides the walima. The Prophet always did the walima from his side. Wallahu alam.
Allahu alam. So both are okay. Yep. Brilliant. Sheikh, do you know what's missing?
Yeah.
Yeah, missing. The Sheikh is missing. The Turkey Sheikh now. Okay,
what about Sheikh Waddah? He hasn't got his.
He hasn't got his. Today he's the controller of the program and the contributor of the program.
It's all about you today, mashallah.
Come on, man. Come on. Are you not going to put it on you now? Because he's got control over the cameras as well.
He has got the control over.
That's wrong.
Shall we give him a red hat then? Yeah, I think we should, shouldn't we, Hamza? Shall we give Sheikh Waddah a red hat as well? Yes, he can. He's controlling the program.
Also,
Inshallah.
There's a few questions coming.
Yes, let's take those
questions. Should we take some
then?
Yes,
please
I want to sing a song as
well.
Of
course.
We can't not go without singing. And because Suleiman, I'm sure he's waiting there.
Yeah.
He's waiting ready. Okay, so Amna's asked a question. In the time of Jahiliyyah, people worshipped idols, so when the Quran warns not to set up aliha besides Allah, it was a direct warning to stop their practices. Today, mankind's issue is widespread atheism as opposed to polytheism. So what is the modern equivalent, setting up aliha besides Allah so we can avoid all cost? First of all, that's an excellent question now. But at the same time, yes, atheism is widespread and people are rejecting. China is the largest country in the world, population, and India's it's the second.
Yeah,
their lands are shirk. Chinese like Confucius and India is still predominantly Hinduism.
Yes.
So if we're just talking based on pure numbers, shirk is still the major thing in the world. But at the same time, especially in Western Europe, it's more so to the disease of Western Europe where you have ilhad, atheism that's widespread. So what's the modern day equivalent? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and shirk is a form of kufr. Shirk is a form of kufr. So kufr is like a broader term. Denying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala includes denying that he exists, but also includes creating partners along with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spoke about condemned shirk, that was the main type of kufr. Just to understand, like shirk is a type of kufr. Kufr is al-a'am, it's the broader type. So kufr has within it ilhad as well as shirk. It has within it denying Allah entirely, but also believing in Allah, but also then setting up other gods. So Allah is speaking to the dominant type of kufr at that time, but now it's changing. So it's the same thing. It's not something different. Wallahu a'lam. Wallahu a'lam. La ilaha illallah.
Okay, great. That's really good. That's a really good answer. Just while you were on there, Sheikh, I think the wife's calling because one of my nephew contracted COVID, and it probably he passed away. That's probably why she's calling so many times. Inshallah, one of my nephews, Sharif Khan, who wasn't well, had contracted COVID about 2-3 months ago. He's now in intensive life saving machine. And yesterday the doctor said that he's got brain hemorrhage now, blood clot in the brain. So therefore
he was young, wasn't he? He was 30 odd.
He was 38 years old with a young child. So he may not make it. Please make dua. You never know. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is can do miracles, and hope he gets back. So inshallah make dua. So every call that comes in, Hamza, you'll have to screen the call for us, please. Jazakumullah khair. Any more? Shall we take Sarah K? Is also what's she saying? Salam Sheikh. A recurring dream about something. Is it likely this is a true dream that will? Hamza's blocked my view.
Hamza, you blocking the view there.
Yeah. Is it true dream that will come true, or can it be your subconscious mind?
It can be either. The Prophet ﷺ told us dreams is of 3 types.
Right.
Either
Go
it's inspiration from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is a true dream. And he said towards the end times it increases, that increases a lot. And he called them al-mubashirat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives good news to the believers in difficult, dark times. So it could be that. And the other type he calls hadith and nafs. That's the subconscious. That's the like voices within your soul. So that's like whatever you're so attached to and you love the most, and you'll see that within your dream. So it could be that. The third type is shaitani. It's from the devil, and that's nightmares. So dreams are of three types, either from Allah or from yourself or from the devil, from the shaitan. Recurring could be either of them. It depends on the dream itself. Allahu Akbar.
Wow, that's fun. That's amazing. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
So he keeps on learning, doesn't he?
There we go. I learn one thing every day. The beauty about it, I would say to our viewers, if you're with the pious people, you can't go wrong, even if you try. If you're with the good company, even though you're bad, you will turn into good. But if you're with the bad company, no matter how good you are, you will eventually convert yourself into a bad person.
Can I just comment on that?
Please do.
Because last night we finished Tafsir of Surah Tawbah. And in there, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is speaking all the way through about unbelievers and hypocrites. But at the very end of the surah, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu taqullaha wa kunu ma'as sadiqeen. A surah that speaks about unbelievers and it speaks about hypocrites all the way through. It's such a powerful surah. At the end, Allah says, O believers, fear Allah and always be with people who are truthful. Kunu ma'as sadiqeen. Be with people who are truthful. Allahu Akbar.
MashaAllah.
Zara, mashallah.
Okay, Zara.
What's a prayer in the night if you're on or if a woman's on a cycle? And dua, just make a lot of dua. A woman who's not praying because she's menstruating, although she can't pray and read Quran, she can make dhikr, she can do dua, she can do salawat, she can read the Darood Sharif, she can do a lot. So just make a lot of dua. Wallahu alam. Tamam. What else have we got going there? Where's the panda and the teddy bear today?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you know what that's on about? Because I tell you what, that's what's funny. Because I do classes from home. I do classes from home, yeah. And like on Sunday, I went into Felicity House to do madrasa classes. So while I'm in Felicity House, Fatima, my daughter, she just takes over the room and she brings all of her teddy bears and puts them on the chair that I sit at. So I thought, that looks nice, that. So I just left the teddy bears behind me. So there's a panda on one side and there's a teddy bear on the other side and there's a little star. Yeah, so that's what they're asking about.
Right.
Did you get a few comments on that or?
Yeah, but it's funny.
It's amazing how much the viewers pick up about you, don't they? So careful what you do.
I know. I know.
That's great. Okay, I'm sorry because I'm getting a lot of calls on my phone where people are trying to book for the vaccination for Wednesday. It's an unbelievable call. So if you are calling and you can't get through, that means my phone is getting blocked by other callers. So the best thing to do is to please send us your message, questions on the Facebook.
I've seen that.
So we'll
you know
do
what
that.
you should do, on a serious point? You got your own. You should have an abdullahquilliam phone.
I know. I think we're working on that. Hamza has got one, but the number hasn't been transferred yet.
Yeah.
So I will need a separate phone because with the COVID situation, I've taken about more than 2,000-3,000 calls since last Saturday. Yeah.
طيب, so what are we doing? Taking some more questions or shall we sing?
Let's sing, Sheikh. Let's go a bit live.
I've got the lyrics now in front of me.
Then.
So
which one is that? Now, Sheikh, does Sheikh Waddah have the same lyrics?
I don't think so, but I've got on my laptop here. So
anyway,
just hum along. I love this. Is one of my favorites. This one.
Go on then. Let's stick to your favorite.
صلي يا سلام على الوسيلة وشمس الأنام طلعتي ليلى صلي يا سلام على الوسيلة وشمس الأنام طلعتي ليلى يا ساقي العشاق أملي الكؤوس من خمر الأذواق يحيي النفوس حضرة الإطلاق أبدت شموسا ماحت الرواق عن وجه ليلى صلي يا سلام على الوسيلة وشمس الأنام طلعتي ليلى مبتغى العشاق حين تجلى في ذات الخلاق المولى جلى من بحر الإطلاق حين تدلى بكل رونق جمال ليلى صلي يا سلام على الوسيلة وشمس الأنام طلعتي ليلى صاحت الأطيار فوق المنابر وصاح الأزهار والروض عطير رنت الأوتار والحب حاضر غني يا خمار بحسن ليلى صلي يا سلام على الوسيلة وشمس الأنام طلعت ليلى يا عين العيون ظهرت جهرا بجمع الفنون كأسا وخمرا زالت الشجون طابت الحضرة بالسر المكنون من كنز ليلى صلي يا سلام على الوسيلة وشمس الأنام طلعتي ليلى ابن يا الأسهام لما سقيا من خمر الأذواق فاني بقيا عليك السلام خير البرية ما سقي المدام في حي ليلى صلي يا سلام على الوسيلة وشمس الأنام طلعتي ليلى اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله.
MashaAllah, that was a beautiful one. That was
one of my favorites.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
Yes. If the phone call come, just say, if it's not one of our viewers, just say call back after 1 hour.
Bismillah, we do next, yeah?
So, Bismillah, yes. That was beautiful.
There's an important question there as well about, Ramadan and Bakhur as well, just to see.
Yeah. Can you burn Bakhur while fasting, Sheikh?
The question's actually, can you inhale it? That's the question.
Yes.
So the answer is, while you're fasting, just as you can't eat and drink, you also can't inhale. Inhale like vapors or, so like for example, like a nasal spray, you can't take that while you're fasting. Mm-hmm. So the issue with Bakhur, any type of smoke or any type of like vapors around you, if you can avoid it, but you still inhale it, then it breaks your fast. But if it's unavoidable, you're around somebody for whatever reason, it was unavoidable, and then you happen to inhale it. Could be like some type of work. Some people work where there's like fumes and dust. Somebody raised a question, like a mechanic, for example, he's working, and then there's fumes around it. That doesn't break the fast because that's al-tarari, that's daruri. You can't avoid that. But other than that, if it's avoidable, but you still inhale it directly, then you have broken your fast, and a qada is required. As opposed to if you burn it, let's say in the corner of your room where you sprayed some nice smells in there, you're not inhaling it, but the smells around you.
Right.
Smelling stuff doesn't break your fast. Smelling stuff doesn't break it. It's where you inhale vapors. Like it's like people in the kitchen, for example. So you go and stand over the pan there while it's cooking, and then all the fumes are coming out. You're just like sniffing it. That's broken your fast because there's smoke coming. What? You mean like, what do you mean kitchen setting? No, so that's unavoidable. That's unavoidable. Where you just wander into the kitchen because you can smell some stuff and you put your head over the pan and then you start inhaling, and that'll break your fast. But if you have to do it, like somebody works as a chef, they're excused. Even somebody who works as a chef can taste it. he's excused.
Oh, right, is it?
Yeah, taste and you can...
Taste it, but don't swallow it.
Yeah.
Taste it, but don't swallow it. Yeah.
I'll have to tell our Ramadan chef that,
Tell him not to swallow.
I'll have to tell the wife. Yeah, no, I have to tell the Ramadan chef and that they can taste it.
Yeah.
A good chef, has got the idea of how much salt and sugar to use. But if the provision is there, not to swallow beyond your throat, but you can then wash your mouth. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, in terms of what you're trying to say here is, if you got Bahur going and you are standing there or sitting there and you're deliberately inhaling it, that is prohibited. But
it breaks your fast.
But if you got Bahur in the corner of your house and it's going around the whole room, that is permissible. Am I right?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
The other example of that is like spraying aftershaves or perfumes and so on. If you do it over your face and you inhale that's not allowed. But if you're spraying on your body, away from your mouth, then you're okay.
Yeah, okay. Are you allowed to do perfumes and everything in Ramadan?
Yeah.
Possible?
There's no problem with that.
Brilliant. There's a very nice question here, Sheikh. Sheikh, I've got a nephew and nieces. This is a general question, really, in a way that go to nursery or school, etc. Our children go to the primary schools and nurseries, and they do all sorts of religious programs like St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, or like other days like Holy or Chinese New Year. What have you got to say about that? I mean, they now started to doing Islam as well, and Christianity, of course. So all these, Aman is asking, are these okay for children to participate? I suppose they haven't got a choice, have they?
Well, yeah and no. Like, it depends. First of all, it depends whether it's actually religious or not. I don't know about, like, Valentine's Day is not really. No. Hold on a second. What school does Valentine's Day is and what nursery does I don't know what a man's on about.
I think the viewers got it, the line cross,
I know a man, schools don't do Valentine's Day.
They don't.
But yeah, if it's a religious festival of another faith, then we should try and avoid it. Allah.
Any other questions?
There's one question that's come through as a phone. Someone doesn't want to speak, but he's saying about Salat al-Asr and Salat al-Wusta, the way you'd say Salat al-Wusta. Can we make it a bit later, or do you have to pray it on time, the Salat al-Wusta? Is there any hadith that says specific about the Salat al-Wusta has to be on time within?
There is, So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, حافظوا على الصلوات والصلاة الوسطى. Protect your prayers and make sure you pray them, especially the middle prayer. And the Prophet he explained that Salat al-Wusta hiya al-Asr. That's the Asr prayer. There are other views, but the hadith is clear. It's the Asr prayer. It doesn't mean حافظوا المحافظة على الصلاة doesn't just mean make sure you pray as soon as it comes in. It means that you pray it properly. So المحافظة على الصلوات, protecting the prayer, means make sure you pray and don't let it go out to the prayer time. But at the same time, the Prophet ﷺ did forbid, it's important this, he did forbid delaying your Asr and praying at the end time. The Prophet ﷺ did forbid praying the Asr at the end time. And he called it Tilka Salatul Munafiqeen. Tilka, 3 times said that's the prayer of the Munafiqeen, the hypocrites, who wait until the sun's coming down and then they pray. So yeah, there is a prohibition about delaying your Asr prayer towards the end of the time.
We've got a call. We'll come back to that narration again, Sheikh. Take the call, please.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Sheikh Haroon, how are you?
I'm okay. Who's this?
Aman.
Aman, the very guy that we're talking about. The
Aman, sing along with me.
Shall we name him Aman the Valentine guy? Yeah?
With hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Walk on. Aman, you remember, he's a diehard United fan, that dirty little.
Oh, is that what you...
Yeah, eat it every second
Aman,
of that.
you in the studio with us, so you can reply back to Sheikh Haroon.
No, don't be encouraging that. Okay. Aman, what you phoned in for? You've got most of the questions written on there.
No, Sheikh, do you know about that one that I just asked? It's because what happened, my nephew used to go to a nursery, and basically they were saying they actually did like some Valentine's Day thing. And I was talking to my brother.
You serious? Nursery they're doing Valentine's Day?
Yeah, I'm not joking.
A'udhu billah.
Oh, that's how.
A'udhu billah.
Yeah, and obviously I was telling my brother and obviously his wife, I was like, I don't think you should send them. And basically when I went to pick them up, and they all had this Valentine card and all this stuff. And I was like, Yeah,
No, you should try and make us dance on that
Where
because
is the world going to?
yeah, because they're
making
already
a
instilling
thought
these ideas into them as children. A'udhu billah.
Yeah, Sheikh, and plus, like, there are age where, like, my nephews are age where, like, if whatever the teachers tell them and you come home and say it, they won't really kind of listen to it. So that's how I was thinking. Even this
No, you're right. Like, because for little kids, the teachers are the authorities. They'll listen to them. They'll argue with the father and mother, but teachers said it. So yeah, you're right. Yeah. So yeah, try and make a point of raising it as an issue with the school.
Yeah, that's fine.
True.
Aman, so do you want to sing that again? Oh, okay.
No, we're not thinking that.
Off you go, bro.
He'll walk on himself.
Walk off, man. Walk off, lad.
Brother Aman, just
Hey,
send
where are
me.
you on the table, man? I don't know where you are.
Yeah.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry. We've got 10 games. We're going to be at least third.
I want to say, Brother Aman, if there's one for the United song, just text it to me. I'll do it from here.
You're getting sucked for that one.
It could be equal.
Sheikh Haroon knows the United song.
I don't know nothing about that filth, man.
There we go.
Anyway, can you get off now? There's other questions more important than you.
Inshallah. Thank you so much for your call, Brother Aman. Sister Alina Ashraf is asking, can women sing in front of their mahram?
In front of their male mahram.
Male mahram, yes.
Yes, because, and here the issue that the sister's raising is that Sawt al-mar'a is awra. Like the voice of a woman, it's forbidden for a woman to beautify her voice in front of unrelated males. Like to sing, part of it's singing. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told the wives of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, لستن كأحد من فلا تخضعن بالقول فيطمع الذي في قلبه مرض. Like, don't soften your voice so that those men who have like some sick hearts, that they start getting affected by it. And men are men. Like a woman starts singing and even a woman starts talking and we start getting affected by it. Men are men. Right, Sheikh? Yeah.
You got to say how it is.
Mumin's like, he's a rock of faith, but the rest of us, we get affected by them, don't we?
He gets phone calls every 5 seconds.
You just have to let them fly over your head.
Yeah.
You can praise somebody's voice, can you not?
No. Yeah, but that's not the
in
question.
the good sense that you can praise this person has a beautiful voice.
No, but she's not asking. She's about singing in front of men.
Yeah, male, yeah.
Yeah, so even like qasa, even our teachers, they were particular that women should not recite Quran to men. I even asserted that, like, unless there's no other alternative, women should not recite Quran to teachers who are male. But here, mahrams, yes, like your brother, your father, your grandfather, your uncle, and so on, your nephew, that is allowed. Wallahu a'lam.
Okay, there's a very deep question there. Sister Amna is asking. Shall we take that?
The final word in Surah At-Tur is stars. Yeah. And the first verse in the following surahs is Wan-Najms. Yeah. What's the timeline of revelation? Hamza? What's the timeline of revelation between these surahs, and was it an event or notable context? Is it a call?
Okay.
Is it called?
Yeah, let's take the call because it's hard to come by now. Assalamu alaikum, caller.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you doing, brother?
I was waiting for Yahya or Saqib. I thought it was Yahya or Saqib. That's Yahya, the Blackburn boy. How are you doing, Yahya?
Alhamdulillah, not bad, Sheikh. How are you?
I'm good,
How's
man.
everybody else in the studio?
What's that?
How's everybody else in the studio? Is everybody
Mashallah, we're
okay?
all good,
Alhamdulillah,
mashallah.
jazakallah
We are
khair.
missing you, brother, here. When would you like to come to the studio?
When I get invited, but obviously it's too purified, that studio, so inshallah when I get more
you
purified
don't know what goes on
Look,
in here.
of Sheikh,
Brother Yahya, if you are a Reds fan, you can come right now. Okay.
I'm a proper Red fan though, so that's Manchester United. The proper one.
That's a bad red, isn't it?
He's kept that. You've kept that quiet from me all this time, haven't you?
Sheikh, you know what it is? I need your du'as at the moment, innit? So I just thought, let me stay on your good side for as long as I can.
Very diplomatic, I would say.
That
well
is,
done,
yeah,
yes.
I don't like you no more, Yahya. I used to like you.
Great. Well, what is
You know
your
what,
question?
Sheikh? My question is that, do you know when I asked a few weeks ago about when you pray Sana, when you stop? So you know when you have to pray Al-Fatiha, should you say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim or should you say A'udhu Billahi Min?
When are you talking about within the prayer? Are you talking about in the prayer? You lost him. What did you catch there about that? Like if you're reading the Fatiha.
Yeah, do you have to say A'udhu Billahi Minash Rajim or say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim? But he didn't explain where and what, if it's in Salah, if it's in the reading outside.
I think it was talking about prayer then. I think so,
think-
yeah. So then there's different views. Like with Abu Hanifa, he says in the first rak'ah, you start with A'udhu Billah, and that covers you for all of the raka'at. And then Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim in each raka'ah. Because A'udhu Billah is for you reading the Quran, so it covers all the raka'at. But Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is for the surah. So every time you're reading the surah, you say Bismillah. I think Sayyidina Imam Shafi'i says A'udhu Billah is done in every raka'ah as a sunnah. Wallahu a'lam.
Okay, well, so we were going to get to that. Sister Amna's, what was the timeline of revelation between these surahs? And was there an event or notable context behind the repetition of stars in this part?
I don't know to say
this one.
Yeah. No, yeah, so Surah An-Najm was revealed around the time of Mi'raj. Is that brother Yahya again?
Yeah, okay.
Yahya, assalamu alaikum. You back on?
Assalamu alaikum. Sheikh, subhanallah, you showed your powers. The second you showed some dislike towards me, my network went. Subhanallah.
Subhanallah. I don't know what you're saying, but subhanallah.
His network went. He called you from a landline now instead.
Oh, mashallah. So go on, yeah. So were you talking about in prayer?
Yes, Sheikh.
So yeah, with Abu Hanifa, A'udhu Billah is only said in the first rak'ah because it covers all of the Quran you read throughout the prayer. Whereas Bismillah is the beginning surah, so whenever you read Al-Fatiha in each rak'ah, you start it with the Bismillah.
Jazakallah, Sheikh. Much appreciated.
You too, and I'll see you tomorrow, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
MashaAllah, thank you.
Saqib, we're waiting for you as well because it's always Yahya and Saqib who calls in.
Yes. Actually, Brother Saqib was here in the masjid last week, wasn't he, Hamza? The brother from Oxford, Saqib.
Oh, no, that's Saqib. No,
oh, that's Saqib.
Saqib's
from Preston.
Nelson phones in, yeah. Because we got regulars now, haven't we?
We have. Where is he? Where is he?
You're phoning.
You know, there's another one that used to bar him from ringing. What was his name? Adam Hutt or something. Where is he gone?
I think we barred him. That's why. I found out something about him. Adam Hutt, if you're on there. I don't know exactly, but I know he's from Bolton.
Right.
Because one of the ex-students from Bolton, there was a group of them used to come to madrasa. He says, we know who it is. But he wouldn't reveal, but he said it's one of the Bolton lads.
There we go.
Aman's asking, can he come to the studio?
Yeah?
No, I'll tell you why.
Oh, Aman.
I'll tell you why. No, it's not the United issue. Because I've asked him to come down to Felicity House for madrasa, and he said because he's got an elderly father at home, he can't really come in.
No.
So he's blagging now, you can't come.
He's just having a go at you, Sheikh.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Great, well done. That's really good. And now, do you have any messages that you like to do pre-Ramadan? Any particular messages today while the viewers are watching?
I suppose that'll be the khutbah next week, won't it?
Yes. Okay.
Shall we wait till the khutbah?
There's somebody else says, can they come? Who are they?
That was the same one.
Was the same one?
No, I'm going to hold it now until after Ramadan now. Because we've got 2 weeks now.
Oh, the Dajjal.
Oh yeah, actually you reminded me. Actually brought a book in there because remember that brother from Qatar he phoned in about Al-Furat. I actually found something on that. So the brother who's from Qatar, if you're listening, because he asked a question about the hadith that speaks about like the Euphrates will dry up and like gold will appear there.
Yeah.
Where the vast majority of humanity will fight over it and there'll be like killing taking place. So according to
I've got a call, Sheikh. Let's take.
Have you got a call?
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Mashallah, who's with us?
Yeah, can I ask a question to the Q&A?
Yeah, bismillah. What's your name, brother? Sorry, first.
Okay. Salam alaikum.
Sorry, what was your name? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Zain.
Zain?
Naam.
Zain. Sheikh Zain.
Our Sheikh Zain Abd. Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh Zain.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. MashaAllah.
He sounds so young, doesn't he?
What are you asking questions for me? You should be sat here next to us.
No, inshallah.
But you know what? You're not welcome again because you get too serious here, man. No, we're trying to be light-hearted here. And I saw you, man. You were too deadly serious, man. So no, unless you're agreeing to crack some jokes and have a little laugh with Mumin, you can't come again.
Oh, right, yes, absolutely.
Well, when Liverpool win, inshallah, I'll be back there, inshallah.
Oh yeah, you know what? I was with a brother yesterday. We're actually
your friend now.
Yeah, he is. No, he's a diehard. He's one of us. He's one of us. Anyway, go on. What you call him for? Forget that.
It's not a question. Inshallah, it's more of a, mashallah, a good observation. Mashallah, a few weeks ago, inshallah, when Brother Mumin came and mentioned after the khutbah about the injection or the vaccination, and you put your hand up and said you'd be from the first, people to do that. I just wanted to, mashallah, commend you on that, because it's sadly, there's a lot of ignorance amongst people, and people who are in position of leadership and authority, when they take decisive steps on decisions which benefit the whole community, it is commendable. So I just wanted to, mashallah, just say jazakallah khair for that stance that you took.
Hold on a second. Hold on, Sheikh Zain. Has he set you up to call in?
No, this is this
You're calling in to say well done for promoting the vaccine, yeah?
Promotion, isn't it?
You're right though. Although I've been trying, I've just been delaying it. But yeah, no, I'm getting it done this Wednesday, and he's going to video it. Yeah,
we're going to video it,
yeah,
and we will make it viral. Sheikh Zain has done it.
Has he?
You've done yours this week, haven't you?
Yeah, I had it on the weekend. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, mashallah.
You had it on the weekend. Yeah, last Saturday.
Yeah, because there's so much misinformation, and sadly from religious people or people of religious authority who would criticize people for talking about religion, but when now they're kind of are guilty of the same thing, talking about medicine when they're not really qualified. So I think it's, but I think you must yourself, you've actually struck a good balance. It did, mashallah. I took it as a good step.
No, people can have. Sheikh Zain's made this point to me before, which is a really important point. I want to emphasize for everybody what he's saying. Yani ashab ad-din, yani ulama, they make a point that if you don't have ilm in deen, then don't speak about it. But it works the other way around as well. Like ulama who don't really know much about medicine, they should take advice from the experts. So instead of just saying, you shouldn't speak about matters of religion because you're a doctor, you're a pharmacist, you're a solicitor and so on. But we're allowed to speak about everything. Now, فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ الذِّكْرِ, like those of expertise in matters, like rely upon them. So it is an important point. Jazakallah khair, Sheikh Zain.
Inshallah. And barakallah fikum, inshallah.
Allah yabarak. And also don't forget, I've asked him a question on it was a Shafi'i fiqh, because don't forget to check that, just to share it with us. So with Abu Hanifa, if you're fasting and you wake up and your mouth is bleeding, like somebody's got, and you happen to swallow the blood, it breaks your fast. It breaks your fast. Because with Abu Hanifa, anything you're consuming, whether it's nutritious or not, breaks your fast. So if somebody's got, but then I get asked the question repeatedly about that. Someone's got weak gums, so I asked him just to look into it with the Imam al-Shafi'i, and he said this qawlan, that he thinks that there's two different views in the Shafi'i method.
I'll check. Yeah, let me check that before you mention that publicly. Let me.
So I've put you on the spot now. You need to go away and check it for us, yeah?
I'll call you back live, inshallah, and give you the answer.
Inshallah. Jazakallah khair.
All right, 5 minutes, inshallah.
Thank you so much for your valuable call, Sheikh Zain. That was really good. Unexpected, wasn't it? Call from Sheikh Zain. Yeah.
We're going to get Sheikh calling in now.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's like you. It's like you calling in on our the Muslims Got Talent show.
Yeah, just trying to push that and encourage.
I missed. How did it go yesterday, Sheikh Waddah?
Well, was it very well?
See, he's doing it on his own now. So
he's not going to tell
me from the Muslims Got Talent.
There's more to it now. He's not going to tell us enough.
Nah,
Shall we do the next question?
Let's do the next question.
So Anas, you're the Qatari, yeah? Anas is from Qatar. Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. If your kufi falls down, if your half falls down from your head during sujood, are we allowed to place it back on our head using two hands, or is this considered amal kathir? Oh, mashallah.
Interesting.
There's a reason why I'm laughing at that. There's another issue that's gone viral in some circles.
Oh, right.
But yeah, so if your half falls,
sujood,
because that's where normally your half falls off.
Yeah.
If your half falls
Mine
off.
falls off often.
Yeah. So the question is, can you pick it up then while you're in prayer?
Yeah.
Zain's back on. Stays away.
Zain, marhaba.
Zain is on with the answers.
Yeah, let's take it.
So the answer is that Ibn Hajar says in the book Tuhfatul Muhtaj, which is one of the main commentaries, saying that basically al-afu liman ubtuliya bidam, it's kind of excuse for those who have excessive blood coming from the gums, and particularly in a situation where it's difficult for them to.
Okay, so Ibn Hajar says it's excused then.
Yeah, for the ones
okay,
that
and is that can you confirm if that's like fatwa can be given on that?
Yeah, and in the Shafi'i school, obviously, as you're well aware, there's two positions. When there's ikhtilaf, there's a Ramli and Ibn Hajar, particularly in the latter half of the school. And that's Ibn Hajar's position in the Tuhfa, in which the people of Yemen would give fatwa on the Ibn Hajar Tuhfatul Muhtaj. So it's a definitive mu'tamad position, inshallah.
Jazakallah khairan for that. Shukran jazeelan, inshallah.
Allah yabarik feekum. Assalamu alaikum.
So coming back to this question, so you have falls off. So according to, I think we touched upon this last time, according to the Abu Hanifa, if you move around too much, it breaks your prayer. Right. So there's one view, although it's a lesser view, that says if you use two hands to do any action in the prayer using both hands, it breaks the prayer. Now, Sheikh Siraj, Allah yarhamu, I asked him that question, and he said you should try and avoid using both hands to put your hat back on if it falls off, because there is a view that says it breaks the prayer. So, yeah. See, doing it that way is not from the Sunnah. There's Rafa al-Yadayn doing that. That's confirmed in the Sunnah, and Imam Shafi and Imam Ahmed say that's a Sunnah. Rafa al-Yadayn, raising the hands before the ruku'. You got somebody on there?
Yeah, let's take it.
Marhaba. We'll come back to that. Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, I want to ask if the center will be open tomorrow.
What's that, sorry?
Center.
So I'm asking if the vaccination center
Okay.
tomorrow will be open.
The answer to that is, can you call me after 1 hour? We are on a live show and you come through the live show, brother. So please call me after 1 hour and we'll take your booking, inshallah.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So coming back to your question, because what Hamza is asking, like some people when they stand up, Sami Allah and Hamid, they put their hands up like a dua. That's not from the Sunnah. What is confirmed from the Sunnah is Rafa al-Yadayn, raising your hands. And so that's confirmed in the Sunnah, and Imam Shafi and Imam Ahmed consider that Sunnah. Abu Hanif and Malik don't, but that's a separate point. But doing that, coming up and doing that, that's not confirmed in the Sunnah. It's not from the Sunnah.
But you know
saying
what?
it's not allowed is different saying it's not from the Sunnah.
Oh, are you talking about, when you get up?
He's trying to be tricky.
Just pick it up with one hand, it's easier. Put it on top of your head.
Even the one hand thing, the two hand thing, that's one view. It's just safer. Yeah, it's not a requirement to wear a hat while you're praying.
What's the hadith about the umama and the imama? I think hamla al-umama. Someone was praying or something like that.
About his granddaughter.
Yeah.
So that's the whole cause of this issue. So the Prophet's nice and prayed, and he had his granddaughter say the umama on his back. Now the whole dispute was, did he pick her up? But what the hadith means, she climbed on his back while he was in his sujood, and she was on his shoulders. Why? No, while in sujood. Yeah, while in sujood, yeah. No, like our Musa does it all the time, even now.
Yeah, they do
it all the time. Khalas, what else we got?
Okay, we've got about 10 more minutes, Sheikh, before we finish.
I've got a song.
So
we do
we've
some
got a
more
song.
questions?
Shall we do a song? So basically, what Hamza was saying, you're not going to do this once you say in the ruku', but you like this.
That's from the Sunnah, and Imam Shafi and Imam Ahmed says, and when you come out,
they say Sami Allahu liman hamida, they go.
Yeah, that's fine. But doing that's just people do that.
See in that comment here.
Right.
I'm looking at Nas Jones there. How many times have you headbutt to someone?
One more thing to clarify. When you say Allahu Akbar, we put it around our belly button. Yeah. Now, some people do it like this. So does that make any difference?
That's the view of Albani, Sheikh Nasiruddin Albani. That's the view. Right. So most of the Salaf, they will place it under the navel.
Yeah.
There are some who did it that way. Medina, they just put their hands down without folding. This is a later practice that came in.
Oh, latest.
It's a later practice. On the chest itself, that's a later practice.
Because I've seen sisters, normally they do it like that.
Women, that's fine.
Yes.
As women, it's encouraged to do it that way. Yeah. This is for men. Allah.
Okay.
Allah.
Shall we go into the song then? We're going to do my favorite one.
Oh, that's at the end.
Yours that's at the end. Okay.
Oh, the Euphrates, the Furat. Yeah. So this hadith that mentions that Furat, the Euphrates will dry up and it will reveal like mountains of gold and people will fight over them. Vast numbers will be killed. Now, Brother Anas, now he was asking when will that happen in the timeline? Anas, because I assume get hold of this book, At-Talid Al-Tarif. At-Talid Wat-Tarif. It's by Sheikh Abu Bakr Al-Adani from Hadramaut, from Aden. Mashallah, it's one of the best works about details of Alamat As-Sa'a, At-Talid Wat-Tarif, by Sheikh Abu Bakr Al-Adani. He goes through all the details about Alamat As-Sa'a. And in there he mentions that this happens towards the end of what he terms al-fitnat al-rabi'ah. But it happens at the end of al-fitnat al-rabi'ah, the fourth tribulation, comes the appearance of the Dajjal. So it does happen around the time of Iraq and about the appearance. So Iraq and Sham and so on, it does happen in that timeline around the time of Imam al-Mahdi, the Euphrates drying up and revealing that. So that comes before Dajjal. Wallahu a'lam. Yeah.
That's an interesting one, isn't it? Now saying, Lance Jones, how many times have you headbutted someone while going into sujood? I don't think. Yeah, I've done it actually.
No, you know what it is? Like the guy in front of you, like you knocked him.
Yeah, you on their feet or the
it's happened a few times.
It happens.
My head's been stuck under someone's qamis when I was trying to get up from sujood. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
But do you know that the only person who doesn't headbutt is the Imam because he hasn't got anybody in front of him.
Yeah, but he gets butt-headed all the time.
He gets squashed in the corner.
Allah.
All right, brilliant. Okay, good. Let's move on to any other questions. If you have any questions, you can WhatsApp it to my number, which is on the screen, 07949 91692, or the studio line is 0151 260 3986.
Aman's going on about the baseball cap.
Oh, don't worry about the baseball cap. Is he'll have to gift you one in order for you to wear.
Yeah,
one.
that's right.
So
Armani.
get an Armani baseball.
No, he's going to get a United one.
United one.
No, I don't want it, but he'll do that.
Oh,
I'll get him a Mo Salah. Okay. I'll get you a Mo Salah cap.
I tell you what, you get one. I'll wear it for 30 seconds. If he donates to the masjid, there you go.
He's got to donate 10,000.
Yeah, that's it. 10,000. Oh, talk about donation. Can I make an appeal here, Sheikh?
That's the Husnain who's going to phone in. Make your donation.
Just a quick one. If you like to go to our website, abdullahquilliam.org, you'll find we have got a tile campaign going on. Now, we are actually in a serious position of losing the adjacent building to the Britain's first mosque. It's a very large building of over 50,000 square foot, and if we don't buy it this Ramadan, we will not have it. It will go out of our hand. So I'm really going to request brothers to give Sadaqatul Jariyah to purchase that building, to extend our Islamic services, our daily services. Now, we've got a tile campaign, which means one tile, we've got a whole tile into small segments.
Husnain Yaqub, I'll mention, he's agreed to donate, was it 3,000?
3,000.
Husnain, 3,000.
Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
So, Husnain Yaqub. Yes, I'd like to see if anyone would like to ring in. Now, let me explain the tile. You've got tile with 12 segments, 12 lines, and then you have a center tiles which can take 2 people. So each tile is £250 if you like to donate it to your loved ones' names. But also, if you can get a tile somewhere, something like that on the screen, and also the center tiles is £500. But if you had the whole 14 tiles, Sheikh, with the discounted rate, it's £3,000.
Yeah, so Husnain's doing all 14 for the 3,000.
That's it. Husnain,
that's his mission, isn't it?
That's it. Now, make an intention before this Ramadan that you want to donate this tile in your loved ones. And it will be on the back wall of our Victorian garden. So imagine 30, 40 years' time when you're no longer in this world, but you have those 14 names where people will come and sit and walk around and they'll make dua for you. That's the whole idea of having the tiles and names. And you can set up a standing order to do so. Can you put the link to the website to donate? It is already on the website, Brother Aman.
No,
please
but
go
he
there.
wants the link to the website. The website itself, he hasn't got the link for the website.
Oh, he hasn't got the link. How do we do that? The link to the website is...
Can you put it on?
Can you put the link on
the
the screen? On the chat, yeah. It's www.abdullahquilliam.org. We'll put the link on the website for you right now, inshallah. So this is a special campaign. We are putting the tile campaign. Sheikh Waddah, if you could get me that leaflet from the other room, that would be really good. Sorry, Sheikh, taking up your bit of your time. Now, don't forget, we really got to look after the masjid. We really got to buy this building, Sheikh,
no,
because
absolutely.
it's such a beautiful. Can you bring that building up, the picture on the screen at all, Hamza? If you're able to show the viewers. We got the 3 building, which is the first most, the white building. And then we have the red brick building, which we really need to buy now. We've been going on it for over 2 years. And we made a deal with the council that they will give it to us. But we cannot delay this purchase any longer because we will be losing the risk of, we will be risking the, of losing the building. So inshallah, thank you, Sheikh Waddah. Sorry, I had to make you a run.
While they're doing that, can I start singing?
Yes, please do. Yeah.
إن في الجنة نهرا من لبن.
This guy asked them, who's Nas Jones?
I have no idea who Nas Jones. Nas, who are you? What do you do over this?
What does the question say? What do you do if someone does? Okay, think you burp.
Hasnain's he's trying to troll me right now. He's failing miserably. Yeah, let me just get it. What do we do? Somebody does a stinky burp in Jama'at and blows it to the side. That happens in Taraweeh, doesn't it?
It does.
It does, man. Some stinkers come out, man. Yeah, you can smell the kebabs and the samosas. Yeah, exactly.
Throw the leaflet for me.
What are we doing?
Throw it. That's it.
You can
get it on the screen, it'd be lovely. So here, I've got the tiles here. Oh, you can't really see very much, can you? There you go. So that is the whole tile. This is the whole tile, brothers and sisters. And the center one is the center one is 500 with 2 names. But you got 14 tiles here for 250. That's about £3,000. So there we are. Yeah. So if you look at it here, the center, I'm moving my pen. There you go. So there are 14 names on this tile. You can have this whole tile for £3,000, or you can have each tile for £250. So you can decide whether you want to take the whole tile for your grandparents, parents, your children, your loved ones, or you can just have one name in there. It's a beautiful way to live sadaqatul jariyah and your legacy in this dunya, where after you pass, you leave this world, people will pray for you. And the best way to donate, like Sheikh Haroon said, is donate your charity to the house of Allah. Am I right, Sheikh?
Yes.
Would you like to say a few words about giving donation to house of Allah? I will. As soon as we've done this important appeal, we'll go.
Yeah, Bismillah.
Bismillah.
Husnain, 3,000 we've agreed, mate. You're paying up. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, "Man bana masjidan lillah." Whoever builds a masjid for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even if the size of the size of the smallest of one possible, Allah subhanahu builds for him a palace in Jannah. Allah builds for him. And this, mashallah, this man here, mashallah, he's a mosque builder, mashallah. He's a mosque builder, mashallah. And that will stand for him with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he's doing it himself. He's at the forefront. Like we always have a laugh and a joke here, mashallah. But Mumin does so much in terms of helping the masjid and building masjid. And all he's doing is just trying to let you join in and take some of the ajr and thawab, take some of the reward from. So he's asking you just to share in what he himself is doing. So do it, mashallah. There's so much blessings in what he's doing.
Absolutely. Barakallah fi, Sheikh. We're all in it together, to be honest. No. And you are in it too, Sheikh Haroon.
Am I?
So yes, you are in it too, because you are the catalyst, you are the khatib of Britain's first mosque.
No, you're going to sack me soon anyway. So
shall we start singing? I've got 5 minutes to finish your program.
Any more questions before we do that? Okay. I've got a song, because Shamsul's, he's put in a request. I'm going to do the song that he's asked for.
Talal Badru, is it?
Go back up to Husnain.
See that? I did dig at you there.
Yeah, he's proper troll. He's one.
What are you trying to say, brother Husnain? You want me to get rid of Sheikh Haroon?
Yeah.
You know he's failing, he's passing anyway.
Let's put it to the public.
I like that Hagrid. I like
You know, how many people agree with Sheikh brother Hussein
he's
saying
he's a khatib.
he's a khatib himself? Okay.
We're going to get him sacked instead.
Well, we'll bring him here. We'll have 2 khatibs.
Yeah, Bismillah.
Bismillah. Okay, let's get to your singing then, and then we'll do my favorite ones, and then we'll finish the program for today.
Okay.
Inshallah.
طالما أشكو غرامي يا نور الوجود طالما أشكو غرامي يا نور الوجود وأنادي يا تهامي يا معدن الجود وأنادي يا تهامي يا معدن الجود منيتي أقصى مرامي أحظى بالشهود منيتي أقصى مرامي أحظى بالشهود وأرى باب السلام يا زاكي الجدود وأرى باب السلام يا زاكي الجدود طالما أشكو غرامي يا نور الوجود طالما أشكو غرامي يا نور الوجود وأنادي يا تهامي يا معدن الجود وأنادي يا تهامي يا معدن الجود يا طراز الكون إني عاشق مستهام يا طراز الكون إني عاشق مستهام مورم والمدح فني يا سامي العهود مورم والمدح فني يا سامي العهود اصرف الإعراض عني أضنان الغرام اصرف الإعراض عني أضنان الغرام سيدي والعمر ولا جد بالوصل جود سيدي والعمر ولا جد بالوصل جود وعليك الله صلى ربي ذو الجلال وعليك الله صلى ربي ذو الجلال يكفي يا نور الأهل إن هجري طالما أشكو غرامي يا نور الوجود طالما أشكو غرامي يا نور الوجود وأنادي يا تهامي يا معدن الجود وأنادي يا تهامي يا معدن الجود اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه.
Just to answer Sister Amina's question here, Amna, Jazakallah khair, wonderful answers. Will you be continuing these shows throughout Ramadan, Sheikh Haroon? The answer is yes. Yes. Throughout the Ramadan, we will be carrying out our Ask the Imam show, inshallah. It will be even more beautiful. Because we won't be eating, we'll be fasting, we'll be in the most spiritual mood of all. But in order for Sheikh Haroon to be here, you have to make it a worthwhile. You have to have really tricky questions to track him down. In fact, to make him more hungry, isn't it? So the more harder the questions, you're going to feel more hungry because you have to think more, burn your energy, I suppose.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's really good. I think we're going to we're going to finish the show here, Sheikh.
Are we finishing?
Inshallah, it's nearly 4 o'clock.
My daughter Fatima said she was going to phone in, and because you know in Waddah.
Yes.
Madrasa, they're learning a song in Aqidah, poem in Aqidah. It's called Aqidah.
Do you want to ring her and say she's going to call? We'll wait.
She said she was going to phone and read it. What's it? Bismillah. No, I've forgotten the poem. Abda'u Bismillahi. I've forgotten the poem. She knows it. She knows if I've forgotten.
Inshallah, we'll bring it in next week, inshallah.
Khalas, are we done?
Okay. That's
Nobody got anything else they want to say or ask? Aqib, Bismillah. Aqib.
Okay, let's take him.
Abda'u
Assalamu alaikum, brother Aqib.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
How you doing, Aqib? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
What are you phoning in for? We're seeing you tomorrow, aren't we?
I've got a question for Sheikh Mumin.
Oh, go for it.
Okay, I'm here,
Go
brother
for it,
Aqib.
yeah.
Alhamdulillah, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. How are you?
Good. One correction. I'm no Sheikh, I'm the host.
No, he is. He's the clean-shaven Sheikh.
Gillette Sheikh.
Yeah,
Do you know what? They're really pushing me to keep the beard. I'll probably have to
Aqib,
get
what do you advise?
actor's gear beard. Put it on, then take it off.
He's going to put a Santa Claus beard on.
Donations, keep your beard on. Do
And
something
why
on
for what?
Ramadan.
Should we do a fundraiser
Yeah.
for him to grow a beard? Who's going to sponsor a Mumin beard?
He should be growing it anyway.
Can you do that?
Why not?
Give him some dawah, Sheikh.
What?
Give him some dawah. He should be growing it anyway.
No,
Inshallah.
mashallah.
You know our founding chairman of the first mosque, Dr. Ali. He passed away in the age of 90. There was a question about beard. He says, you don't have to have it, but it's a sunnah to have it. And he didn't have a beard up to the age of. But before he passed away, I think he didn't shave. So he did have beard at the time when
So
we
is that
did
what
the
your plan?
janazah. No, that's not
Before
my
you
plan.
pass away?
Absolutely, there is no correlation to that. But
No, so when you meet the angel of death, you should have a beard, shouldn't you?
of course, yeah. I don't think they've
No, inshallah. Khalas, anyway, what are you saying to him, Mumin?
Yeah, I want to ask him if I die en route to my Sheikh for madrasa during lockdown, do I die as a shaheed or a sinner as I break lockdown rules of the land I live in?
Go on, answer that.
That was for you.
Yeah. But you're the
That's for
scholar.
Mumin.
So if you're driving down for dars, yeah,
Yeah,
and what happened to you? You died.
yeah.
Are you shaheed?
Or am I a sinner because I broke lockdown
Have
rules
you-
of the land I live in?
What are you planning, by the way?
I'm planning nothing. I just want to know just in case.
No, inshallah. No, the one who leaves his home to seek knowledge, inshallah, is fi sabilillah hatta yarji'. He's in the path of Allah until he returns back home. So inshallah ta'ala. And to say you're a shaheed or not, we'll leave that to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But don't worry about the fact that Boris is not letting you do it. Don't worry about that. He's not the one who decides who's a shaheed or not. Don't worry about that.
What was
That's
the
what I
question
needed
from
to-
Husnain Yaqub? Go on.
So inshallah, make sure you get here tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah, I'll be there.
And don't forget those scones, yeah? Don't forget the scones.
The raisins, is it?
I know you with the raisins. I
Raisins.
love those. I love those for me
What's
breakfast.
his name? Yahya found you some on the reduced style.
I know.
Yesterday, 10p.
I know, yeah.
bring them
Aman,
in.
sorry, Aqib, sorry, we're just finishing up now, so we'll see you tomorrow. Aman's come out with the filthiest idea possible.
If we can raise 15k, we'll get Haroon to wear the night.
No, you won't.
We'll get
no, you won't.
We'll get Mumbai to wear it. He'll wear it, mashallah.
I'll wear it.
You'll wear it.
No, but they're not going to pay 15k for him to wear it. So, Aman, okay, I'll tell you what, Aman, let's do a deal. How much are you willing to pay if I were to wear it? Although my family will disown me.
But you're doing it for sadaqah, so you can.
I'm
you,
not doing
you can.
that way. I'm not doing. But I want to know, I want to see how much are you willing to put up. Aman, come on, let's scroll down. Scroll down. Is he put an answer there? No. See, he's gone quiet now, hasn't he?
He'll type something in keyboard warrior.
Also, he's saying 15k to. Who will pay me 15k to burn it? To burn it, United States.
Hey, I'm sure the Liverpool fan will pay you more
Exactly,
than that.
man. Exactly. Yeah, khalas, we've done that.
Okay, there we go.
Tasneem,
Last thing says mention some virtues of Sunday night.
we've already done that.
instead
You
of
turned up
trying to
late, man, so I don't know
sing
what you're going on
Yes,
about.
we did. We've already done that. That's the Laylatul Barat, isn't it?
Yeah, Shabi Barat, yeah.
Shabi Barat, yeah.
Laylatul Sha'ban. Yeah, we've already spoken about that. You came 1,000 rupees.
1,000 rupees. How much is that? It's about
It's about £10. I
£10.
think.
Yeah, less than £10.
Put £1,000,000 down, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, we don't know, yeah.
Inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. Thank you, viewers. Please join us on every Thursday from 6 till 7 p.m. The Ask the
Oh, he was
Imam,
on.
no, the Muslim Got Talent show. That is a show specifically for children under the age of 16 or up to the age of 16, where they can showcase their talent in Quranic recitations, hadith, nasheed, calligraphy, art, any types of poems, anything that you like to do. Please encourage your child to take part in the program from 6 till 7 every Thursday with myself and Sheikh Waddah Saleh. So, and don't forget to go to our website to look into the tiles that you could be donating and being part of the legacy of Britain's first mosque. There you go. We've got one there for you. Now, the masjid is the building that we're trying to buy is the red brick building here, which is over 70,000 square foot of building. If we don't buy it by Ramadan, we have the risk of losing the whole building. It's a beautiful opportunity to purchase the building right next to the building. If this goes to the public and somebody turns this into a nightclub or a restaurant or a pub, imagine how disgraceful us as Muslim would be that we had the opportunity and we didn't buy it. You and I are equally responsible to safeguard our own faith.
If it was bought out as a nightclub, half of them would turn up to the nightclub instead of the mosque.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this will be a disgrace where the birthplace of Islam. I mean, the birthplace of Islam is in Liverpool. Where Sheikh Abdullahquilliam started it 140 years ago.
Islam in UK, because birthplace of Islam is Makkah and Medina. Yeah?
Oh, sorry, the birthplace of Islam in Britain. The birthplace of Islam in Britain is in the UK. Here is in Liverpool, started by an English convert, 1887. So that's a beautiful history to preserve. You need to be part of that, brothers and sisters. So let's see who would like to leave their legacy for themselves and their loved ones by purchasing a whole tile. It's only 250 a segment. Allah. So get 10, 12 people, 12 to 14 people, and have the whole thing to yourselves. Inshallah, I've said a lot, Sheikh Haroon. I think we've done an extended program on this. There'll be a lot more about Ramadan and the virtues of Ramadan. There'll be a lot of lectures and programs happening throughout the Ramadan. So the best thing to do if you are listening to me is to go to our YouTube channel, Q Media, subscribe the channel, press the bell button. That will remind you every time Sheikh Haroon and other sheikhs come on the air. Please go to our Facebook, like it and share it. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Let's finish off. Sheikh Waddah, would you like to say any final words?
Alhamdulillah, we'll leave the final words to Sheikh Haroon, inshallah.
No, it's the final song, isn't it?
It's the favourite song, isn't it?
Shall we do it? It's 4 o'clock.
Okay, no, I'm okay for it.
Okay, let's do it.
I can stay here till 5, 6 o'clock.
No problem.
There's no more madrasa.
Oh, amazing. Let's do the last one.
No, hold on. You told me you need to go.
I don't worry about it. I can stay with you. When you are saying I'm willing to sacrifice my time. That's beautiful. It's an honor to be with you, Sheikh. I think in 10, 15 years' time, when we look at the tapes again, it will be an amazing memory.
كشف الدجى بجماله حسنت جميع خصاله صلوا عليه وآله صلوا عليه وآله طلع البدر علينا من ثنيات الوداع وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا لله داع أيها المبعوث فينا جئت بالأمر المطاع جئت شرفت العوالم مرحبا يا خير الحمد لله رب العالمين اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وصحبه وسلم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين وجزاكم الله خير.
Sheikh, just to say a final word, I want everybody to listen and make dua. We need to raise about $500,000 in order to secure the building and do the adaptation. We're getting at a very special discounted price from the council. But what I would say today, after Juma Salah, one of our regular donor sister, and she promised she's going to give, and then she was going to come on Tuesday. She went to her car, and then she thought about it, and our Imam was talking to her, and he says, if you make an intention to give sadaqah, you should not delay any longer than you need to. She went to her car, an elderly lady, in her mid 70s, and she went there, and she came back, and she said, I really don't want to waste another minute by giving my sadaqah. She brought her check, and she bought 10 tiles. So you're looking at £30,000 worth of tiles. And what she's done, she's got her grandparents, her parents, her children, her sisters, all her siblings, up to, we're putting at each one of them. She's not saying you can put 14 names into a plaque. Yeah. But what she said, I want one plaque in each name. And she's getting 15, whereas she could have over 60 plaques, names in there. So there you go. Once you make an intention to do it, you do it. So £30,000, tiles. She's only got 10 tiles. We said you can have as many as you want. So she's got 15, and they're having one person in each tile, not 14 people in each tile. But if you could get one tile with 14 names for 3,000, you've done your bits, you've done your sadaqah. So please bear that in mind. Actually, I have done one for my parents, my grandparents, parents, and my children, and my mother and father-in-law. And I've still got 2 more names to add to go to 14. So if you think like that, it's not a lot. And I'm setting up £200 every month as a standing order. That will clear within a year and a half or before, inshallah. Make dua. Jazakumullah khairan for listening to us. Thank you. Jazakumullah khairan, Sheikh Haroon, Sheikh Waddah, Saleh, for your beautiful contributions. We'll see you next week. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you.